Ever wonder what it is like for women to live underwater for 3 straight months? Right now, more than 700 female sailors are doing exactly that. They sleep in spaces tighter than the average closet, share facilities with more than 100 men, and eat in a room that barely fits 24 people at once. It sounds intense, and it is. But here is the part that surprises most people. These women actually stay in submarine service longer than men. Retention rates for female submariners are higher, proving they are not just enduring this environment, but excelling in it. In September 2024, the USS New Jersey marked a major turning point when it became the first submarine designed from the ground up with women in mind. What these sailors experience every day is not just impressive, it pushes the limits of human endurance in ways most people never have to face. To understand that reality, you have to look at daily life beneath the ocean. The United States Navy operates the most advanced submarine fleet in the world. These nuclear-powered vessels patrol the oceans continuously, protecting national interests across the globe. For more than a century, submarine service was restricted to men only. That changed in 2010, when the Navy officially opened submarines to women. Since then, female sailors have entered one of the most demanding environments in modern military service. To grasp what daily life is like, start with sleep. Imagine shrinking your bedroom down to the size of a coffin. That is where submariners sleep for months at a time. Most crew members sleep in what are called racks. These are aluminum compartments stacked 3 high with narrow walkways squeezed between them. Each rack is shorter and narrower than a standard twin bed, and for a 6-month deployment, that small space becomes your entire personal world. Storage is extremely limited. Each sailor gets a shallow bin under the mattress and a small locker for everything they own. Uniforms, personal items, letters from home, photos, snacks, and necessities all have to fit into that tiny area. Privacy becomes a concept rather than a physical reality. USS New Jersey introduced an important change by replacing curtains with actual doors in sleeping areas. While that might sound minor, it represents a major shift in submarine design philosophy. Privacy, once considered an afterthought, is now treated as an essential part of crew well-being. Officer quarters are not much larger. 3 officers typically share a single stateroom so small that they cannot all stand at once without bumping into each other. Fold-down desks and compact sinks make the space functional, but not comfortable. Female officers face additional considerations. They may volunteer to share sleeping areas with male shipmates, and they follow strict dress code requirements designed to maintain professionalism. Noise is constant. Machinery hums around the clock, and people move through sleeping areas at all hours because submarines operate on rotating watch schedules. Someone is always working, sleeping, or eating. Silence, in terms of sound, does not exist, only operational quiet. Without windows or natural light, time loses its usual meaning. There is no sunrise or sunset. Sleep schedules depend entirely on watch rotations and mission requirements. The body's natural rhythm disappears within days, replaced by what submariners call submarine time. It does not care about circadian cycles. Bathrooms on board submarines are known as heads, a term dating back to sailing ships. These spaces are smaller than most walk-in closets and are shared by the entire crew. Ballistic missile submarines carry more than 150 people who use the same unisex facilities. This system works through strict protocols and mutual respect. When a woman uses the shower, a sign is posted. Others wait. Communication and discipline make it possible. Water conservation is mandatory. Submarines produce their own fresh water, but output is limited. Showers follow a strict routine. Water on to get wet, water off to soap, and water on to rinse. Every drop counts. Long, relaxing showers are not an option. Toilets use vacuum systems that store waste in holding tanks until proper discharge is possible. Timing matters, and mistakes are memorable. Submariners quickly learn to respect the systems they rely on every day. Privacy becomes something you manage mentally rather than physically. Curtains and partitions provide minimal separation, but sound travels easily in a steel hull. Personal moments are rarely private. Female submariners develop strategies to maintain dignity and mental space in an environment where physical privacy does not exist. This psychological adaptation requires exceptional resilience. The crew mess is the social heart of the submarine. It serves meals to the entire crew in a space that seats only a fraction of them at one time. Meals happen in shifts, creating a constant flow of people throughout the day. The galley itself is smaller than many home kitchens, yet it feeds more than 100 sailors multiple times a day. Food storage dictates patrol length even more than fuel. Fresh food lasts about 2 weeks. After that, meals rely on frozen, canned, and dried supplies. When submarines leave port, food fills every available space. Boxes of produce and provisions are stacked wherever room can be found. Despite these limitations, food plays a major role in morale. Culinary specialists work under extreme constraints to prepare meals that keep the crew satisfied. Good cooks become legends on board. Mealtimes provide moments of normalcy when sailors gather, talk, joke, and bond. It is where the crew becomes a family.
Women integrate seamlessly into this routine. Submarine culture values performance above all else. Do your job well, pull your weight, and you earn respect. Gender becomes irrelevant in an environment where everyone depends on one another. As of 2024, hundreds of women serve aboard operational submarines, including ballistic missile, guided missile, and attack submarines. These are not symbolic assignments. These are full operational deployments with real responsibility. Each year, more women choose submarine service, both as officers and enlisted sailors. Retention statistics tell the real story. Female enlisted submariners re-enlist at higher rates than their male counterparts. Female officers also exceed retention expectations by a wide margin. They are not just joining submarines, they are building long-term careers. Senior naval leadership has publicly praised the performance of female submariners, emphasizing that their success is based on merit, professionalism, and dedication. The Navy expects to see its first female submarine commanders in the coming years, reflecting the strength of the integration program. Future submarine classes are being designed as fully gender-neutral from the keel up. Equal accommodations are no longer an adaptation, but a standard. Other nations study the American approach as a model for their own submarine forces. Early integration faced skepticism and challenges. Concerns about privacy, crew dynamics, and readiness were real. Over time, these issues were addressed through policy, training, and engineering solutions. Leadership made it clear that misconduct would not be tolerated, and accountability reinforced trust within crews. Submarine culture adapted faster than many expected. In an environment where performance directly affects survival, respect is earned through competence. Female submariners proved themselves under the same standards as everyone else. They qualify, earn their dolphins, and serve under identical expectations. These women volunteer for conditions most people cannot imagine. Months underwater, minimal personal space, constant noise, shared facilities, no sunlight, no privacy. Yet they thrive. They re-enlist. They lead. They strengthen the submarine force. They defend their nation quietly, far from public view, in one of the most demanding environments on Earth.
Their service demonstrates that excellence has nothing to do with gender and everything to do with discipline, resilience, and teamwork. While most of us live our daily lives without thinking about what happens beneath the ocean, these sailors stand watch in silence, ensuring security in ways few will ever see. They have earned their place in the final frontier of naval service, and they continue to prove that the submarine force is stronger because they are part of it.